innit?
Better than my ego. Friend. John. Right. OK, thanks for letting me know. Pathologist found bones from a fetus. Lucy Seabrook was pregnant. Don't you think that Lucy's parents have a right to know? We don't tell them unless I decide differently. OK, everyone, listen up. So, turns out that Lucy Seabrook was pregnant. And we're not telling the parents? Not until we know more about this girl.
So maybe it's the mystery boy. He knocks her up, she wants the baby, he won't have it.
Yeah, Barry, get this photo circulated to the MPS boroughs. Some station somewhere might know who he is. If we don't have any joy, we'll call a press conference, release it to the papers.
Right.
Scott, Patrick, go through Lucy's stuff. Try and build up a picture of how her life was. Also, get a list of her friends. She must have told someone she was pregnant.
What about her doctor?
Yep. And try the student welfare counsellors, too.
Contractors fax through the workforce for that period.
See last week's copy of the job?
I was always told, beware of propaganda.
Graham Friend. Did Viv mention anything?
Whoever it was knew the community centre was being built. Implies either local knowledge or a professional association with the site.
That's right, sir. We are onto it. Trevor?
Yeah?
How do you think that contractor's list of employees?
I've got Alan Bligh, possession of cannabis. Kevin McNally, handling stolen goods, driving no insurance. What's the other bloke?
Paul Wainwright. D&D, drink driving, 3 accounts of assault.
Sounds interesting.
Well, we'll run the names by the Seabrooks, see if they ring any bells. Rosie, coming with me.
Yeah, Paul Wainwright. He used to drink in the bar on a regular basis, didn't he, Phil?
Yeah.
And the night Lucy disappeared?
He was in.
Was he?
Yeah, I reckon so. In fact, I'm sure he was, because we had words.
About what?
Just the usual. See, he's okay if he's sober. But if he's drunk, he can get a bit intense.
How well did Lucy know Paul Wainwright?
Celia! Celia! Celia!
Those sketches he did of her.
Sketches?
Where are they? Wainwright said she had lovely bone structure. The perfect model, he reckoned. He said he wanted to draw a nude. Huh?
Oh, and here are the table dancers.
Wainwright, we'd like a word.
Anyway, yeah, well, I'd love to go to your house, but I don't know where you've been. Anyway, winner stays on.
OK, let's nick him.
Winner stays on. Winner stays on.
Paul Wainwright,
You're tickling.
I'm arresting you on the suspicion of the murder of Lucy Seabrook.
Whoops.
The donuts. So, Wainwright's 3 sheets to the wind and can't be interviewed. Great. How are we getting on with other lines of inquiry? Because the press are getting itchy.
No response on the unidentified IC1 in the photograph, I'm afraid. Do you want me to go to the local papers with it?
Hang fire for now. Patrick, how are we getting on with Lucy's victimology?
Didn't have that many mates at uni. The dress book's pretty slim.
What intelligence have the pub regulars given us about Wainwright?
Frank on his own, bit of an alky. Celia felt sorry for him and gave him the odd job.
How many witnesses have we got left to re-interview?
Part-time barmaid, Maureen Hopwood.
You have forensics on line 2.
Yep. Scott, go with Rosie. Fergus.
So what can you tell us about Paul Wainwright?
Him? Well, he was all right with me. But as I say, I usually did lunch times. He had to keep his drinking down during the day, see? He was quite shy when he was sober. Nervous. Once he'd had a few, though, blimey, the language.
So why did the Seabrooks put up with him?
You know how much he spent? Celia wasn't stupid. If he got out of hand, she'd confiscate his car keys and send him home.
Did Wainwright ever talk about Lucy?
Paul never said much about nothing. Always giving her the eye, though.
semen.
Sexual motive?
It's unusual if the victim's found still wearing underwear.
You want me to fast-track the DNA sample for you?
Compare it with Paul Wainwright's. Jim Dawes has the details. Come back.
Lucy's toxicology report. Lab found traces of MDMA.
Ecstasy.
Or 3,4-methylene N-methylamphetamine, to be correct.
Try saying that when you're off your face.
They also found traces of speed and crack cocaine.
None of her friends' statements mention recreational drug use.
Right.
Oh, come on. That age, experimenting with drugs comes naturally.
Oh, listen to the expert. You're speaking from experience.
They're hardly going to own up to a copper, are they?
Is this the list of friends? Okay, let's start with Della Waterman.
Did she talk much about her home life?
She seemed a bit embarrassed about it. A bit loose.
Why do you think she was embarrassed?
You met her dad?
What about him?
Came to an open day once. Couldn't stop hugging her. And the fact that she came to university after her illness. Nobody even knew until he said.
He was just proud, that's all.
She wanted to lead a normal life. Blend in.
Did you know she was pregnant?
I thought she was gay.
Why's that?
Clubs she used to talk about.
Like what?
Frantic, the 800, you know, those kind of clubs.
Well, lots of people go to gay clubs.
She made a pass at me once, drunk and stuff. Kind of messed up our friendship.
Couldn't you talk to her about it?
Never knew how she'd react if I did. She had these mood swings. Sometimes she'd be right, other times she'd just fly off the handle.
What do you think brought that on?
We know she was taking drugs.
Lucy was bang into it. She always had stuff on her. She kind of handed the stuff around like sweets.
You think she was dealing?
She never asked for any money.
Recognise this man?
Like I said to the last lot, I don't know.
That's right, gay clubs. Quick as you can, Scott.
Don't forget you've still got Wainwright in the bin.
Yeah, I'll give Barry a bell, check if he's compass yet. She was pregnant, so she did it with men. Yeah, she tried it on with Della.
Bisexual, so what?
It's the gap in the victimology. Not so much a gap, it's a bloody great chasm.
Not her parents' daughter.
No. Where does a student get the money for all those drugs?